Give me that. It's mine. Give it to me.
He's stealing my Elgato.
Oh, you want it?
Give it to me.
It's not mine to give.
Give it to me.
You give it to him.
Give it to me. Thank you.
You can't keep it.
I wasn't gonna keep it. Okay.
Then why'd you say give it to me?
I was
You
gonna-
can't use that. You have to use the normal chair. Yes.
It's too late.
No.
Scoot this over. Eric, get in the middle.
Eric.
Get in the middle.
Eric.
If you use the normal chair, I'll get the
Deal, but get in the middle first. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna slant the table in his direction.
Hey, you punk! That better not be the smell of slacking off! It's a kiss, sir! A kiss! Roger that!
What the fun house?
Don't hold me back! Thirdly, what jolly holiday ideas have you come up with?
All right, which one of you is next? Step forward.
Penalty!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to BakaTaka. Sitting on the left, we have George.
Hi, I'm George.
Sitting in the middle, it's Eric.
Hello, my name is Eric.
And I'm on the right, and I am Chase. Just Chase. And you're listening to BakaTaka Season 2, Episode 7.
After Hours.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Eric, stop!
because it's after hours, we're allowed to cuss all we want.
Stop it!
And because of
dankest timeline.
Because of that, it will also only be Eric cussing because Chase and I are too scared.
Even if I do, it'll be cropped over with the mayonnaise clip.
He always does that.
I know.
I said mayonnaise so perfectly. It's the perfect censor now.
I remember it because I was like looking for the footage and I was like, he said it twice. And I remember there was like another time that he actually said it and I couldn't find it. And then I realized that I put it in the video anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I know, but I was like trying to find it because I was like, oh, I'll mix it up and just do both of them or something like that.
No.
Couldn't find it.
You just took that one clip.
Yeah,
I mean,
It was
worked.
perfect.
Yeah.
It worked out.
It worked out fine. We'll push the news till later and we'll start off with what we've been watching / playing.
Okay, because we're kind of out of it right now.
Yeah.
This is a different time for us to be recording.
It has been pretty. Yeah, it's.
Because if you haven't noticed, we have started doing a Let's Play on the channel of Luigi's Mansion
We
for
have.
Spooktober.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Spooky boogie.
It's,
I don't know how you guys are enjoying it because you're just watching me play Luigi's
So-
Mansion. I love Luigi's Mansion though.
So I know you love Luigi's Mansion.
Mhm.
I played it a little bit.
Yep.
But like I said during the Let's Plays, I played a little bit of it and I never completed it, never watched anybody complete it. So it's a little exciting for me to actually see it finally be done.
Yeah.
So
But on the other
Outside
on the
of
other
that-
hand, it's a pretty repetitive. You're just doing the
yeah,
same thing over
that,
and
that's
over.
that's the roughest part of it,
It
is
is
the fact that it's
kinda hard
very
to watch.
repetitive.
I'll say that I enjoy it a lot more when I watch it after it's been edited and stuff like that. And I was just like, or when I get to edit it.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that a lot more than when we're actually recording it. Because when we're recording it, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Plus, you really enjoy the whole editing process.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least I
that's
get that impression. I don't try to sit down and watch you edit because I have no
so
reason to want to do that.
the very first episode of BakaTaka, I was sitting here with Chase when we were editing it.
That was a problem.
That was a nightmare.
That
'cause
was a nightmare.
It was so much of we have no idea what we're doing.
I was trying to, because we were like, oh, we'll make the background like we'll have like these masks and stuff like that and effects so that we can like crop it at like angles and stuff like that and like use these characters specific ways. And I made too many masks and I couldn't tell which ones were being used for what. And I was trying to figure it out. Like I was clicking and deleting and then like adding a new one. And I was like, well, why isn't this still working? And it's because like one was still like being affected and stuff like that. So it's
it
just
was
like,
a nightmare.
it was a nightmare. It took like that was like
So-
an hour we wasted just like trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
so
Oh,
if
gross.
you went back to episode 1 and saw what we did, the black bars to divide the icons and pictures, what we did is we masked them behind each other to get the pictures like cut out properly. But to get the big black bars, we just made a capital I blew it up and stretched it.
So it's hanging off the screen.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah.
But it's a straight
Oh,
line.
wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks nice, but it was just there was too much effort. It was like it's a podcast anyways. We'll just throw on some pictures.
Yeah. And
have fun
then
with it.
after that, I just
Better.
wrote the pictures.
I think that was a better call.
Yeah. It takes a lot shorter to make it now.
we figured.
Oh
But-
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What beyond that? What have we? Normal stuff. What have we been watching, playing? Besides
Oh,
Luigi's
man.
Mansion, obviously.
Been playing a lot of Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're close. I think we've got what, all 10-ish
We beat the
episodes
third
recorded?
boss.
Yeah.
Oh, we recorded 8.
We've recorded 8 now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just recorded it.
Yeah, you're right. We just recorded 8.
Yeah.
So,
So
we'll probably have like 12-ish episodes
Yeah. So those
complete the whole game.
Yeah.
those will be going up on the channel just whenever Chase feels like throwing them up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all up and done by.
I was trying to do
Halloween.
it like every other day, but I kind of goofed yesterday and literally forgot completely.
It happened. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine because it's a whole different project.
It's okay. There's 1-2 people maybe watching it, so it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
To
me, it's just the joy of doing it.
there's
It seems-
yeah.
there's little edits that I've been putting in like the later episodes. I think you guys will like.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Because
You'll
I
have
mean,
to
we do
figure-
sit down and watch them eventually.
I mean, it's
so.
just-
figure out where they
Because whenever we work out, we throw stuff on.
Nice.
But it's just wild to me. It's one of those things like I've always watched Let's Plays and stuff like that,
And
I'm
then
like,
to actually see one.
yeah, it's like maybe one day it'll be cool to try out. Maybe do one day.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Yeah, I don't think many people appreciate what Let's Players do. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, the Game Grumps.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will
Funhouse.
say
it's like the whole fact of playing a game and like still being active, talking
yeah.
about the game and other stuff. That's tough.
So I think if you were just single playering it, just murmuring to yourself and saying stuff randomly about the game, I think would be a lot easier than what we're doing.
Yeah,
Like in a group, just trying to keep up a conversation, like keeping dead noise down.
yeah. And especially like when I'm playing, I'll hit points where I'm focusing on the game and
Yeah.
I don't talk.
Yeah, well, yeah, you do that a lot, like just normal, like whenever you're like talking, or like you're focusing on something and stuff, like that, and someone tries to get your attention.
Yeah, I'll just like
It's-
zone out
It's
only on the
it's
game.
a little funny.
Yeah.
I just wish I could stay awake a lot more because I'm like sitting there and I'm like nodding off
So-
a little.
I
so-
feel
bit.
like
mean-
that's a product of playing it at night
Yeah.
too.
I mean, it's a whole comment because it's recording on Friday nights after working.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's a whole combination of things.
doesn't help very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But beyond that, Luigi's Mansion, what else have we all watched and played?
I haven't played anything else. I have been watching a couple things.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So
Yeah, I've been watching and playing some stuff.
You are
Mhm.
like going to pass out.
have you?
No, I'm
What,
fine.
what have you played? Let's do
so-
played first.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been playing more Beat Saber.
Okay,
Of
good.
course.
Have they released any new tracks that we haven't played yet?
The Panic at the Disco album.
Just the Panic at the Disco.
Yeah,
album?
you showed me that last
Yeah.
week.
Well, you said you super experted all of those in
Super
like
expert.
one night.
Super.
Expert, is it Expert Plus?
Yeah, I beat,
That's what it is. Expert Plus.
I beat 2 of the 4 songs on Expert Plus first try, and then
Mhm.
the other 2 I beat on like 4th or 5th try.
So they're
Mhm.
not super. Are they difficult?
No,
or is it just
they're harder
shorter?
than the Imagine Dragons.
I just wish
Really?
they had.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do any of the Imagine Dragon ones.
I wish they had older Panic at the Disco stuff.
yeah,
For-
they had one.
For old boomers like me.
Did they have I Write Sins Not Tragedies? Because that was like the big Panic at the Disco song from a while back.
The one where he turns blue and he wakes up.
No, that's a different one.
Then no, no.
I mean, I want like 2009, 2010, like Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Because that's what I listened to when I was in high school and graduated
I
high
didn't
school.
listen to them then. I
Yeah.
don't listen to them now. I only listen to like,
I don't listen to them now. I listened to them back in the day.
I don't follow them super closely.
Yeah.
I know they have new stuff now, but yeah.
Mhm. So what else have you been playing besides Beat Saber?
Oh, let's see. There was Don't look at me like that.
I'm worried about
There's
you.
man, what was it? What was it? What was it?
You were
Oh.
blanking.
I remember yesterday I convinced my mom to play some Super Mario World with me.
Oh.
We beat the first world.
Okay.
Nice.
I taught her how to run and jump.
That's always a hard one for people.
Yeah.
Running, people just like you'll have to figure out how to jump and stuff, but the game doesn't. The game teaches you to jump and hit blocks and things by like how they design the game. Doesn't teach you how to run necessarily.
Yeah. I was showing her how like if you run and jump, but like your arc's different and like you can hold it out longer and make sure and stuff like that. And she's like, okay. All right, I'll have to pick this up sometime. And like while you're at work, I'll just take it and play it for like a day or something.
I don't think I can get my mom to play any video games ever.
Yeah, same.
The only thing she ever played
True.
that my mom really got into was Angry Birds.
Oh.
Mobile gaming is a form of gaming, whatever people say. It's a lower form.
Yeah, it is.
But it is a form. But there are some games on mobile that couldn't really exist on any other platform.
There's no games
cool.
on mobile that like have good stories on them.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree with that too.
So you have games like
what is there?
So you have the Monument Valley series, which
I would have
not story heavy, but the way you solve puzzles and stuff, you're basically I think you're a character called IDA. But you're going through this world and it's kind of like MC Escher kind of stuff. So it's like it's like the Impossible Triangle. Have you ever seen that picture where it like wraps around and
like the staircase one?
Yeah, like the staircase that continues to go up, but it's in a circle. Like every step goes up.
Yeah,
it's stuff like that, and you play with those puzzles and look at things from a different perspective, and it's all isometric. Like so, you have control over parts of the environment, and you have to get her from the start to the end, and it kind of goes through a little bit of story. There's no like dialogue or anything, I believe. It's been a while since I played them. But yeah, so that one's really fun.
I know Square Enix has released some mobile specific JRPGs that people say are actually really good.
Okay.
Not like re-releases like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy. It's like specific JRPGs.
Which they have done re-releases as well, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, to remind me of these because
one of my favorite
for a phone game.
my absolute favorite series. Well, there's actually two. I think.
Is this for phones or for?
This is on phones. It might.
No, no. I mean, is this favorite for phones or is this favorite in general?
Oh no, favorite on phone.
Okay.
Yeah, this is still a really good game. Period. But there's a studio called
Spike Chunsoft.
Nope, that's not it. It's Firebox, I believe, and they make these games called The Room. So there's The Room,
The Way.
No, not The Way.
No.
There's The Room, The Room 2, The Room 3, and then The Room Old Sins.
You're breaking my heart.
So there's 3 or 4 of them, I think.
They sound like escape rooms.
So it is, but it isn't. So
okay.
So in each game, you go in and there's story behind it, kind of Amnesia, Descent, kind of that kind of feel. It's not like a horror game, but it's got that kind of vibe.
It's an isolation.
Yeah. But you only operate in one room, so it understands. They when they design these games, they understood movement and stuff isn't really super good. So it's very optimized for the touchscreen. But basically, in the first one, which is the simplest of them all, you just have this puzzle box in front of you, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's just a table like we're sitting at now.
Okay.
Prettier, more ornate.
Hey.
And then a puzzle box right in the middle, and you're just kind of given a little story, and then it's just fiddle with this box. So you kind of touch on parts to zoom in and go around, and then you can, I don't know, maybe you'll see something that looks like you can twist it, you can slide things, and you just kind of keep pulling pieces out of this puzzle box and getting deeper and deeper and uncovering little compartments and things, and you just kind of get to the middle and you beat the game. And that one's super simple. But then the second and third, and like the further the series has gone on, they've just getting bigger. More multiple puzzles. Like the first game is, I think, just the one.
Right.
Actually, it might be 2. I think like when you get inside the first one, there's actually like a smaller one inside of it kind of thing. But yeah, you just open these different puzzle boxes, go through different things. They introduce a couple other little mechanics as the games go on, but they just keep getting bigger and also better.
That's cool.
It's a fun game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, because I've been looking for like on phones and stuff like that, and I keep getting into the Weeb stuff, and the Weeb stuff's not good on
The
there.
Weeb stuff
The
is not
Weeb
always
stuff is
good.
not good.
Yeah.
And then the other game, which I think there's only one of, one in like the series. I think there's actually multiple versions,
Right.
and I think it is on some systems and stuff as well. In fact, it actually might be on PlayStation VR because I think they've released a VR version.
What's it good?
The game is called Please Don't Touch Anything.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
You've seen that one?
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that.
So if you haven't seen that, it's kind of got a similar vibe, at least, to Papers, Please.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of pixel graphic kind of thing.
Yeah.
But basically you go in and someone's like, hey, I gotta go for a quick break or whatever. Just sit here, don't touch anything. And you just play the game, and basically you just sit at a desk and you press buttons and do different things, and different things happen, and there's like 40 or 50 different ways to end the game.
Yeah.
And each of them is unique, and there's little
It's by
hints for
touching
things.
stuff?
Yeah, and it's all
or
just,
not touching stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's all just great for touchscreen controls
Nice.
or VR, because I imagine that game would be great in
Yeah.
VR.
It's
But
like
yeah.
Far Cry 4.
Super easy, and that's that's
Yeah.
essentially one of the options. You just actually don't touch anything
You
for
just-
5 minutes,
you
and he
just-
comes back, and
Yeah.
boom, you beat the game that way. And
Nice.
it keeps a rolling catalog of all the endings you have, and some of them are super obscure. Like, play the game at a certain time of like the year, like a certain
Oh.
time of the year. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can do
Nice.
things, I think, to get around it, but
So you could probably just reset the clock on your phone or whatever.
I think
internal
the
so.
clock.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
but there's yeah, that was a fun one. I've
Yeah.
100% that, because you really do want to get all the endings. It's really cool, but that one is one that you would probably want a little bit of a walkthrough for some of those endings.
Some of
Unlock
those,
the true ending.
One of those Yoko Taro things. You got 26 endings you gotta get through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really fun. I believe
Some other, like, if you want like actual like games, there's some good stuff on there. Like, obviously JRPGs, a ton of them are on there. All the Dragon Quest, Final Fantasies.
I think the Ace Attorney games, or at least some of them, are on mobile
yeah.
now.
I don't want a game that's on like everything else. I'm talking about like exclusive to
Exclusive
telephones and
mobile.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I agree, but
Because if it's on
Games
something
like-
else, I'll play it on something else.
So like,
games like Ace Attorney or Professor Layton is actually, some of the
Yeah.
Professor Layton stuff is on there, and one of the Professor Layton games is called Layton Brothers. It's actually mobile only.
Oh, okay.
But those are the types of games that for mobile work very well. Obviously,
yeah,
you can put Black Ops on a phone, but just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Call of Duty Mobile.
But like PUBG,
Okay.
Fortnite Mobile,
You can hook your controller up to it.
I mean, it can work, but that's
So-
not the optimal
So you
way
can
to
play
play
with
those
everyone
games.
else.
So they have a bunch of. So I know in PUBG they used to have things where like if you're on an emulator or they found you had external hookups or something to it, you would be put into a separate queue with like
Nice.
cheaters or things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
interesting.
they had safes like that added to their game.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
kind of smart.
Yeah,
Keep them all away.
because Big Cat used to play it all the time.
On his phone.
Yeah, and he played touchscreen all the time, and he made it to like the top like 100 players in the world on the ranked.
On touchscreen?
Nice.
How?
Everybody was bad playing that game.
Nice.
Everybody was bad. So
So in
Was it
that
just
way,
top
everyone's
100?
good.
Like on touchscreen? Like,
I think so.
do they put mobile in their own separate
Yeah,
category?
mobile is its
Okay.
own category. They didn't play with like PC players.
Gotcha.
They would get.
Oh, they
stomped.
would get annihilated.
Yeah.
I was confused because I didn't realize that.
Yeah. But I mean, outside of that, I don't really know a whole lot of mobile specific, because mobile specific stuff is a lot of just like puzzle games,
Yeah.
tower defense games, gachas.
There's also the Rusty Lake series of games, which I haven't played all of them. I've only partially played one of them.
Yeah,
Those are kind of escape the room games,
yeah. There's
point
just
and
gonna
click
be-
adventure kind of things.
That's the
But there's
most.
like 3 or 4 of them.
There's the most of the things you're going to find on mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I remember what I was playing earlier, because I remember I told you guys last time I beat, the Somnium Files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really hype on that game and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and I was like, I'm gonna give Zaki Zero a second try.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Mike. And I got like 10 minutes through, and I was just like,
You quit.
Yeah, but mainly because the game, I don't like the gameplay mechanic of it, and so it's got that dungeon crawlery but it's like active time. So it's not. So you're trying to figure out how to like sidestep and move forward and stuff like that, and aim at the same time, but move out of the way and stuff.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, I can't. I just want to know why they're all stranded on this island. Get that story. Put a fun little mini game to the side. Maybe make me solve a puzzle, but don't give me this like active time stuff. Yeah, I has some active time stuff, but if you don't move, then time stops, or it moves like incredibly slow. And so that where it's basically as if time stops.
Okay.
So it doesn't really have active time in that regard.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I'm really excited. I really would. I just want Spike Chunsoft to make like more games, because I wasn't expecting either of those games to come out, and one of them was a huge disappointment, and one of them was like a real like gem.
I mean, not every game can be a hit. So.
No,
yeah,
they certainly can.
But
unfortunately.
I mean, like to make a game like those and stuff like that, I just really like the Zero Escape and Danganronpa games.
Man, they're good.
Yeah, Zero Escape's like really good. I like the goofiness of Danganronpa, and the story is like so out of this world and it's crazy. And
still need to beat Time Dilemma, by the way.
Yeah, like Zero. Oh
I'm
my
working
goodness.
on it.
I haven't touched
really,
any of them.
Dude,
you'd like them.
I have the Nonary games right there. They're on PS4. You'd like it.
Are all three of them?
No, just the first two, and then you can buy Zero Time Dilemma separately on PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, or a PC. And so
or get them all on your 3DS.
Dude, I have not opened my 3DS in like a year.
999 isn't even that long. It's like not even 20 hours if I'm not mistaken.
It's really short.
Yeah. I don't have 20 hours.
You have 20 hours for WoW.
Yeah.
Dude, you have plenty of time to beat it, and it's like really good.
I got other things I need to play and beat.
Now, Virtue's Last Reward, on the other hand, that one's like
pretty long.
That one's pretty long.
That one's,
You're getting like 70. No,
well,
not 70. 60, 50, 60.
50, 60, easy.
Yeah.
70 if you really take your time,
yeah.
But 50, 60 I think is reasonable.
And then Zero Time Dilemma is like 20, 30, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably less. That one's a lot more like cutscene.
Yeah,
driven.
that one keeps moving. And stuff.
It's going to take me so long to beat those. And by the time I start getting into
you could beat them all in a week.
You'll be back to WoW.
I'll be playing so much WoW, and then Pokemon's going to come out.
That's beat them before it comes out.
No, that's not going to happen.
Come on, man. 2 weeks, like burn through them.
Oh man,
you'll be like, I'd be so happy, and you'd be like, man, I'm so glad the BakaTaka cast told me to play these games. I'm so happy. That was time well
You really
invested.
got me sitting through Luigi's Mansion.
It's true, we are.
To be fair, that's not alone though. That's not like just
maybe
go home and play Luigi's Mansion.
We'll add it to the Let's Play list.
I don't know. It's a little long.
you can knock it out in 2 weeks. Well, let's
play.
But it's too long.
But it's because it's a visual novel, which means you can't like really cut out parts of it. Yeah, because then you're losing information. And those
then we'll live stream it.
Hey, we'll live stream it. We do. We have the technology.
Yeah.
Welcome to the first BakaTaka live stream.
You can actually beat Zero Time Dilemma in like 10 minutes.
I know you can.
Oh yeah.
If you want.
Yeah. I won't do that. I'll sit down sometime and actually play through them.
Thanks, man.
Not right now though.
I appreciate it.
It's literally in the middle of World
You
of
could
Warcraft.
go through Danganronpa again too.
I never gone to.
You played the first one a little bit.
No.
Yeah, you did. You told me you did.
I never played it.
Yeah, you're like, I kind of liked Asahina. Got through the first trial. Didn't care for it. Danganronpa. You literally told me this. Yes, you did.
I watched the anime.
You might have watched the anime as well, but you told me you played the game.
I never played the game.
Because I was telling you to play it. Yeah, you told me you played the game.
I don't remember this. Because I know for a fact I've never played the game. I don't own a copy of the game at all.
Well, I know I've never played the game. Chase, you're making stuff up, man.
Wait a minute. That's from a different timeline.
It might be somebody else. Didn't Caleb or somebody play it?
No, I mean, this was definitely you having the conversation, but maybe you meant the anime.
Because I don't own a copy
of the game at all. And the anime sucks. The anime is,
I dropped the anime.
It's garbage.
I've heard it's not good.
That was the first thing I saw, and I was just like, man, this sucks. And then the games were on sale for Vita, and I was like, well, I mean, it's like $5. What's the worst that could happen? And it's really good.
I remember started watching the anime and hated it. Dropped it, never got back to it.
It just throws everything at you in a weird tone also, because the other one the games throw in the mystery first and then the zaniness, whereas the anime frozen at the same time. So it's like it's mystery, but no one's really taking it seriously. So it's like, oh, okay, that's nice,
Yeah,
and stuff. So
Okay.
and yeah, and it does a nice balance between goofiness and like just straight up tension.
Yeah.
and it's really fun.
Yeah.
So,
I do want to play them. I just gotta.
yeah.
I'm gonna find time for Luigi's Mansion 3 as soon as that drops, but I don't know how much
Yeah.
time I'll be able to find for other things, unfortunately.
And
all my time is in WoW and prepping for. I've been getting back into competitive battling again. So it's just
Pokemon.
yeah,
Nice.
watching
Nice.
videos and getting back on Smogon and all that. So it's the interest in other games is dying down.
It'll be
Dude,
fun to
hard.
see when the meta changes with the new game.
Yeah,
How long does it usually take them to upload the new stats stuff for that, or do they
People
pretty
will
much
data
have
mine
it
it.
before the game? Even
people
comes
will
out?
have it before the game comes out. Like when it's sitting on the eShop, people will somehow get the information and data mine it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
that's what?
Yeah. It's
What are they doing?
What people can do
They're
with
stealing the
a
game.
little bit of knowledge
They're
and a
not-
nice computer.
They're not stealing the game. They're using probably hacked switches
Yeah.
to
Oh,
get into the
definitely.
information of the game and data mine it.
Yeah.
So you'll have all the Pokemon out, all the new abilities.
They're
and-
stealing.
yeah. So
They're stealing.
I don't-
Trade secrets.
I don't condone it, but as a competitive battler, it's very helpful.
I mean, as long as people aren't making money off of it, I
Yeah.
don't think Nintendo cares
Yeah.
that much. They don't want people hurting the IP, but that doesn't really hurt the IP.
yeah,
You know?
as long as they're not selling information, stuff like that. If it's
Yeah.
just getting posted out there, it's just like, well, it's been leaked, guys.
There's literally no way to stop it. I mean,
Yeah,
Nintendo
it's
can
going
beef
to
up their
happen.
security stuff all they want.
People always get around it.
People get
Yeah.
around security. That's just the way it works.
I
And
guess
then
you're
there's just
right.
dumb things happen, like when people will get a game like a week early from Amazon,
Yeah.
and then people will just take that and data mine
Oh,
it or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I did that. The game.
data mined?
No. The Somnium Files. They had the digital release like a week before.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
why
wow.
did they do that stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know
Makes no
because
sense.
yeah, they even had like a special edition or whatever. I didn't get it. But yeah,
Huh.
like they're like, hey, wait a week and you can get this physical version of it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really do special editions or limited editions or like that unless it's a game I really
I mean,
care
yeah,
about.
I
I'll
wasn't
do it
going.
for things that I get hyped for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do it for a game I had no idea about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for
Yeah.
something like Insomnia Files because
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. But like Octopath Traveler,
Oh,
I was hyped about Octopath Traveler, so I
Yeah.
got that one.
I mean, if they do
I've
something
got the
like,
Xenoblade ones because I love Xenoblade, even though I have not
Yeah.
beat any of the games.
Yeah, I mean, if they
Having to play two of them.
if they're like, get this limited edition Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we'll give you like a 1A PVC statue of Gigamax Charizard, I'll be like, hell yeah,
Eh?
I'm all over
You'll be
this.
like, I'll buy 3.
Yeah, I got this.
I'll get multiple.
Yeah.
One for me, another for me, and
What is it? One for
Just
for,
in case.
One for use, one for work, and one in case of emergencies or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. All the bases
Yeah.
covered.
Nice.
Oh man.
George, I remember you mentioned you watched a little
I
series.
told you some stuff. Okay.
I was
Well,
told the information the other day.
we will get into that in a sec. I'll cover all the other stuff.
Okay.
Everything that I'm watching that's airing, I'm still watching.
Mhm.
Hero Academia just started. We got the first episode of that.
Nice.
It was
It was like a recap, right?
so. Have either of you seen it yet?
No, I've seen the opening though, and it looks boring.
Yeah, I heard the
Yeah.
opening is bad. I heard
Yeah.
the ending is good, and I
Ending
heard
is
the
pretty
first episode is mainly just like a recap or like
So-
lighthearted episode.
Yeah, it was a lighthearted episode, kind of a recap.
Yeah.
Not really. It didn't recap the things that happened so much as it just said the characters and their names and their powers again.
Right.
It's just trying to like,
In case you
Oh,
forgot.
in case you forgot, there's a lot of characters. Here's who they are.
In case you forgot
Yeah.
about one of the hottest anime mangas that's out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So worth a watch. It's not one of those like skip kind of
Right,
recap
right,
things.
right.
It's an actual standalone thing. Has a little bit of stuff. So it was good. I'm back
Mhm.
to Hero Academia. I love that. Prodigies stuck in another world or whatever. It's easy for Prodigies stuck in another world. I forget what it's called. It's a
Stuck-
long name.
yeah.
The 7 high schoolers or the 7 projects stuck in another world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dropped that.
I'm having fun.
I dropped it.
Eric.
It's I like what they're doing.
Right.
It's still one of those low tier trashy isekai.
Yeah.
Totally fine with that.
Yeah.
They're actually doing a really good job, in my opinion, with how they're getting the 7 main characters involved.
Yes.
They are actually creating situations
Okay.
where it makes sense that these characters who are, prodigies in that area are actually doing things,
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, it doesn't feel like they're going out of their way to just be like, oh, well, here's a circumstance and this guy can just solve it because he's a genius. It's like, oh, this is a problem that a merchant prodigy would be able to fix.
Yeah.
It just so happens there's a merchant prodigy. He does a good job fixing that.
The thing that
Whoa.
bugs me about the show.
Now, the magician kid is broken.
Well, yeah.
Every time I
hate
see him, he's not doing magic, okay?
I hate him.
Spoiler alert. Episode 3, building catches on fire, and they're like, oh no, everyone inside's gonna die. And they're like, don't worry. It just so happens we got a guy in there who can escape like a locked metal coffin. And then he just, poof, everyone's outside safe. And I'm like, that's not how magic works.
That's why I dropped the episode.
There's things to do. You can't just... I mean, if you want to give us like a backstory, like he went into all the buildings and then he set them up for magic so he could just poof everyone out. Sure, but you're not. You're just pretending he's actually a wizard.
Okay, so you're literally hitting on everything why I hate the show and why I dropped it.
That is the only thing that I'm like, I cannot suspend my belief for that because that's not how magic works.
Right.
So I hate his character.
Yeah.
I hate how he portrays his character, like how they get him to portray his character.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing that makes isekai work is the fact that you've got an ordinary nobody that they just say, average life, salaryman, whatever.
Yeah.
They die, get sucked in this world, something happens. Well, they've taken these 7 prodigies
Who are
and taken
not
to another
random
world.
people.
Right. So they obviously have backgrounds because they've had to get to their prodigy position.
right.
They've worked to get to that position.
Yep.
So what bugs me is like these characters need backgrounds, but they don't have
They
backgrounds.
don't have a background
It's
yet.
just they're 7 prodigies, and they're not
That's
really
true.
they're not really giving them backstory.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm not sure if they will or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 12 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. It's one of those isekai where you need background information, but you're like, no, they're just 7 prodigies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I mean, if they had that, it would help explain stuff and make me like things a little bit more.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I ended up
So-
dropping. I can't stand the magician anymore, and the not having background is
But
bugging me.
I mean, those are fair complaints.
Yeah. So I mean, I gave it 3 episodes. I was like,
Yeah.
not the isekai for me.
Not the isekai for me.
Not my
The isekai for me though is Cautious Hero.
Dude,
Hey.
I still what is that airing on? Because I didn't see it on
It's
Verve.
I know it's on
It's on
Funimation.
Funimation. It's on
yeah.
Funimation.
Yeah.
I don't have Funimation.
Maybe just
Dude,
use
yeah.
my account or something.
Yeah.
You have a Funimation account?
I do, and I might just accidentally log into at your house and you can maybe use my account because I forgot to log
Oh.
out.
No.
But yeah, I got a Funimation account. You can use it. You can watch Cautious Hero on it.
Nice.
It's really good. It's more just dumb.
I'm
For
into it.
legal reasons, he's lying about that. That's a joke.
Lying
It
about
won't
what?
actually happen.
It's one of those dumb shows that pokes fun at isekai and it knows
Oh
it's
yeah,
poking
yeah.
fun.
It's
So, yeah, you keep saying really good things about it. I've heard other good things about it. I
There's-
really want to watch it.
the production quality is definitely in this one.
Good.
So
they're-
they have they have really good character designs, but they've got different kind of character designs too. Like Rosette, she actually looks like she could be in a Trigger anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Oh.
the main character, he looks like he looks like an edgy character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff like that all the time.
Mhm.
An edgy, kind of generic looking, you know,
Yeah.
like normal.
But just like
Kind of
her
look like Naofumi from Shield Hero, but at least from
Yeah,
just the wallpaper image
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
now.
But it's a good show. It
Yeah.
pokes fun at isekai. It has fun with it,
Okay.
and
But there's another one that
So-
also.
Well, for that, my other question is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this actually might be the one you're going to. the wrestler.
Yeah,
Is that where you were
That was
going?
it. That was
Yeah.
it.
Is that one also on Funimation? Because I haven't found that,
That
one
one's
either.
also on
It's on
Funimation.
That's why.
That
is-
one is spectacular.
hilarious.
Is it amazing?
It's
I love it.
it's so funny.
I'm so I. How much is Funimation? Do I just buy Funimation?
Funimation is like $8 a month.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
I don't buy it.
I think
Well,
I did.
so to think of it this way is that you pay the 10 for Verve, 8 for Funimation. You're getting High Dive, Crunchyroll, and Funimation.
I think
for that.
Funimation also has a deal like if you pay like $60, you get
That's
the entire
18.
year.
18. You get how much?
It's like $60 and you get like the entire year or something like that. I know Funimation has a
There
deal
you
like
go.
that.
But how much Funimation do I really watch? Because this is the only time I think I've ever run into the thing where like Funimation paywall, you know?
I mean, this is the first time I run into too, but it's literally like 4 shows I'm watching are on Funimation right now.
What are the other two?
It's like Azure Lane,
Oh,
the
yeah.
wrestling one,
Mhm.
the Cautious Hero, and I Just Want to Be Average. Well, no, that's on Verve.
No,
That's on
not-
Verve,
that's
yeah.
not-
It's like those 3 shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 for me.
But the wrestling anime,
It
good.
is fire.
it's so
mean,
funny.
I read that synopsis and I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't getting a 3-episode test. This is getting a 12-episode test. I'm watching the whole show
Yeah.
and then I'm deciding to drop it or
Yeah,
not.
when he said that, I was like, okay, I need to see what if this is actually like going to be serious.
just please, just
He
give me
suplexes the princess.
How glorious is it when he suplexes the princess?
She stays
Is it
there
like-
for a few minutes.
Yeah. So it's in it's in
Does
a-
it like multiple angles? Like it does it again and again and again? Please.
No.
say
I
yes.
think it does it one like big dramatic, and it kind of like does like the like intense like outline thing that
That's
it does. Like, when it does it.
amazing.
So-
And like he gets up and she's still there, and they keep continuing the scene after the
Yeah.
opening and
That's
stuff.
hilarious.
So he does it in the middle of the throne room
Yeah,
where the entire court is there.
right after he gets summoned.
Oh.
It's because she talks about the
Oh.
demons as being nothing but beasts or whatever, and so
Yeah,
that
and he
you need
loves
to.
animals.
Yeah, these evil
Yeah.
beasts that you need to stop, and he's like evil.
Yeah. And I usually don't like running gags in shows, but they make that a running gag. Like they call him the demon beast killer
Yeah,
because he tamed a group of hellhounds.
Yeah.
And he call him the demon beast killer because he took him down literally in an instant with
He-
love and affection.
he targets the alpha. He's like, I need to find the alpha,
Yeah.
and then he targets him. He like wrestles him down, and then he starts petting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch this show so
So
Yeah.
bad.
they start calling him the demon beast killer. So then he's
Oh no, that's not what he did. He wrestles that one.
Yo,
He likes.
Not too many spoilers now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this.
Okay,
so
okay.
I-
This
I
is
want-
just the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
so
is
essentially he
just-
tames the alpha in a very funny way.
Yes, it's a lot better than just petting it.
Yeah,
that's
and
that's
you'll-
something else.
You'll have to see how he tames it.
Okay.
But they start calling him the demon beast killer, and then he just starts. Whenever somebody does that, he just does some wrestling move on them and knocks them out.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
There's this other hero that keeps coming in the tavern. Is like and they're looking for jobs to to make money. So
Mhm.
he goes out and tames a creature. Says, "I took care of the job." And like, well, here's your money. You took care of it. So every time a job comes out, the dude is like, "Hello, friend. We'll do this job together." Demon beast killer. He like knocks his sword out of his hand. He always does his wrestling move. All the other heroes are like, this dude's crazy. He's got a partner. She picks up his sword. He's like, look at this sword a hero happened to lose here. And then she goes off and pawns his sword.
It's hilarious.
It is absolute dumb humor. There's a lot of running gags that are actually done.
I,
very well.
I find this like a lot more entertaining than
Yeah.
Konosuba. Like
Yeah.
something like Konosuba. To be fair, I wasn't a big fan of Konosuba.
I love Konosuba.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
Man, I love
love
Konosuba.
Konosuba.
I love Konosuba.
But it is a fantastic
Okay.
show. If you just like dumb humor, there's no like superpowered baddies or like things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It's just
It's just
have fun.
He
Have fun in another world.
he suplexes people.
I like it.
Yeah,
So
it's great.
yeah.
Cool. So other shows I'm watching.
Uh-huh.
Fire Force.
Yay.
Still getting more episodes
I got
of that.
caught up on that too.
Really good.
Yeah.
I love it. Dr. Stone's still going. I'm
Got
actually
caught
one
up on
episode
that.
behind now.
I haven't watched that one episode.
I haven't. So we're at the same point.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
I thought I didn't think their village would be so populated before they got there. Like I was just like looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be like 5 of them in this village and stuff like that.
A
Like-
village of 5 is a family.
Yeah,
Say what?
that's a family.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like this like area that they've already like
Yeah,
established
it
and
didn't
stuff.
look very large.
I assumed there was only going to be like a handful of them like there, like just like
like
and they-
distinguishable
Yeah.
characters.
But no, they go the different route where it's like, okay, they've been there for a while
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and it's a
so
village.
you're caught up now. So basically, she said at the end of the episode, it was like, "Hey, you're this person," and then they say the name of the
Yeah.
village for the first time, and it's like, "Oh no, what? It's named after him?
Ah.
Where is this going? That
Ooh.
this is gonna be interesting. I don't know where
It's-
it's gonna go, but I'm thinking we're gonna find out at
Same.
least something in this next
I
episode.
did find the character that I actually genuinely enjoyed the most, which is the old glass making man.
He's amazing.
I don't know. It might just be the fact that he's an old guy in anime and stuff like
And
that.
he's jacked.
Yeah.
Like JoJo's jacked.
Yeah.
But like,
And he's just
small.
he's a craftsman, so he's
Uh-huh.
just like, you all don't know how to like melt that glass correctly. Watch it, get out of the way. He pushes him to
First
the
time
side.
ever seeing glass, makes a perfect flask.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. The dude is he's a great character.
I just want
And-
the show to end so I can binge it.
Yeah, and we haven't even gone back to the whole other camp yet.
I know,
with
right?
with the
Yeah,
main villain
with you know
and
who and them.
man,
We don't want to.
You
Yeah.
can spoil
this is
stuff.
gonna be
I-
good. This is gonna be good. Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay.
Haven't started that yet.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
That might be on Funimation as well because I haven't seen on Crunchyroll yet.
No, it's a Netflix IP.
Oh,
so-
is it gonna be on Netflix?
yeah.
Oh,
It's just I don't know how it's gonna be because it's done by Studio D now.
yeah. I don't know what to expect there.
Yeah,
I hate when Netflix
'Cause-
gets shows because they
so-
never release things right.
I know you can watch
I know the
fan
opening's
translations
bad.
of it. Yeah, I heard the opening's bad too.
Yeah, the opening's like really bad.
That
So I-
seems to be a theme this season.
Yeah.
It airs weekly in Japan, so there are fan translations of each episode coming out.
Why can't Netflix just be good at something?
Something
Stop
like
just
this.
throwing money at things and do anime right.
Mhm.
Just do it.
Are you still watching? I just wanted to be average.
I am. I just watched the second episode today.
I just watched the second episode too.
I like it. I like where it's going. I don't
Uh-huh.
care if it's bad.
Oh, it's
I
bad.
just want to watch it
like if you want
because it looks pretty.
it does. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Was it Silverlink or whatever?
I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
I think
Maybe
it's Silverlink.
it's probably done by a studio.
Project 9.
Probably not. Okay.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
And I like all the just like the generic flubs she has where she's
Mhm.
like, all right, I know exactly what to do so I can be average. Fails
Yeah.
miserably because she just lets it go to her head. She's kind of a ditz and I love it.
Yeah. The characters are all surprisingly really enjoyable.
Yeah, they don't seem like they're like any of them are really wet blankets. I would say the Knight is a little underdeveloped compared to the others.
Yeah.
But that could just be because that's what's kind of going on right now.
Yeah.
I think a couple more
I mean,
episodes we'll see more.
The Knight
different
also
people.
seems kind of like a ditz, like a meathead ditz.
Yeah, kind of darkness.
Yeah.
but not quite darkness.
Yeah.
Part of the darkness.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good. It's a really good looking show.
it is.
That's
it
like the
looks
one thing
so
going for it.
pretty.
I really enjoy looking at all the art for it.
I hope more things happen that make it better
Yeah.
because right now it's like.
I guess people are up in arms about it because they are skipping a lot of content and jumping around here and there.
Oh, really?
From like the source material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So,
Yeah.
How about those big guns? You gonna pull those out yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
two more things to mention.
Well, I mean, we can jump around to other stuff we've been watching to wait for the big finale.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What
what stuff have you guys been
What you
watching?
gonna bring up, man?
I mean, George and I are watching a lot of the same stuff,
Ah,
so it's just easy to bounce off.
Yeah,
Well, I can bring up one.
because
thing
I've
real
got
quick.
two more that I'm like currently watching before I can bring out the
I'll bring
big one you guys want me to mention.
I'll bring one thing up. I've been getting caught up more on Black Clover.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Things
Yeah.
are real, in like the 100 episode count, and so
Whoa.
specifically episode 100, things get real. The animation, the animation is always there's like for every like episode you'll get where it's like Ufotables like animating it or whatever and stuff like that. Then you'll get a next one where it's like, okay, there's a lot of cardboard cutout scenes and stuff like that and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, like this, it's they design all the villains in the show, even like the like halfway like just guys they're just people that you love to hate and stuff like that. It's kind of like the Shield Hero.
Those are
villains.
some of the best villains. The ones
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just like to hate.
Because when they lose and stuff like that, it's so satisfying. And
Okay.
stuff like that. When they get punched in the face or something like that,
Yeah.
it's just like shut
Like,
your mouth.
Finally.
Yeah,
That's fair.
it's very entertaining. The fight scenes, there's a ton of fight scenes that are really well animated actually.
Cool.
And stuff like that. And I'm really enjoying it. The story's going places too.
I'm glad you're still enjoying Black Clover.
Oh, I'm really enjoying Black
I'm
Clover.
happy for you, but at the same time, I'm really sorry
I'm
for you.
disappointed.
People
at the
are
same time.
dying.
Yeah,
And
the show isn't ending.
there's a war going on, like at the point where they're literally like, there's a point where they're like, okay, so like
Like main characters are dying. or-
main characters are dying, and right now literally half of the good guy army and stuff like that is literally being possessed by the bad guy army.
but they're not dead.
No, they're not dead, but they're literally overpowered now, and they're fighting. They're using their own people to fight against them.
But they're not dead.
No, someone important literally died like 2 episodes ago. Like really important.
That happens to show. I thought people were like just dropping like flies.
I mean, yeah, there's one guy literally just like murdering a village and
I
stuff
mean,
like that. He's
yeah.
like impaling them and stuff like
Okay.
that, or like poisoning them to death.
That's a
The main guy should die. Asta.
Those are side characters. I
Asta.
think, yeah, that's his name.
It's his name.
I
I
thought it
mean,
was Asta.
yeah, that's his name.
He
I'm
should
sorry.
Anyway, I'm enjoying Black Clover.
I'm glad you are, because I'm not going to enjoy it.
die. I made a mistake of getting into a show that long once.
Okay, so
I'm never
this,
watching
this is
World
definitely,
Trigger again.
This is definitely not that mistake, but
Debatable.
anyway, that's what I want. That's the one
No,
thing
I'm
I want
glad
to
you
mention.
like it. It's
Yeah.
just that's a high episode count. If I got started sooner,
Yeah,
maybe,
if you kept up with
but
it.
everyone was like, it's super annoying when it was earlier in it.
Yeah.
I didn't,
And
find
I
it
just
super-
never wanted to get into it because of all that. And
Yeah.
now that it's 100, I'm like, I'm not getting into this at all.
Well, it's mainly because there's basically no filler and stuff like that in it. It just keeps going.
That's good that there's no
Exactly.
filler because that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
In fact, that almost never
Yeah.
happens when it goes that long.
I mean, I was looking at the One Piece filler list.
Yeah.
There's surprisingly not a whole lot of filler in it. It's only like
Yeah.
3 or
isn't
4
it-
episodes here.
Isn't it kind of like he just keeps writing things that are not filler, which means
Yeah.
as long as they keep animating the stuff he's writing, which
Yeah.
he seems to be writing consistently.
And like the
you know.
main filler stuff is like movies.
Fairy Tale will
Just skip
have
the
like
movies.
2 episodes of filler, but to be fair, you could literally just like erase arcs from Fairy Tale and you would still be on the same page. and
Yeah,
stuff.
like
so it's like all filler basically.
I was looking at
wow.
the One Piece filler list. It was like you can skip the fillers, just catch like the last like 5 minutes of the end of the filler arc,
right.
and then it'll put you where you need to
Yeah.
be.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fairy Tale sucks.
Don't watch Fairy Tale.
Naruto fillers were awful.
Naruto fillers were awful, but Naruto actually had like a good show when it was a show. Whereas Fairy Tale just teases everything and stuff like that.
No.
No one dies in that show,
Yeah.
and they tease it all the time. They're like, "Oh,
It's ending soon. So.
Anyway, George, what are you watching? Yeah, I'll finish it by
So-
next time.
So, are either of you watching the new season of Shokugeki?
I
Oh,
am
no.
not.
What?
Like I said, I read the manga, so I just catch clips of
I read the
scenes I
manga
want to
too.
see. I just look at clips of.
It's
things
just
I
another
wanna see.
12 episodes. They're still just doing that team fight, the team Shokugeki.
Nice.
Or
We'll
the
see.
one where they're fighting for the seats.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we'll see how that ends.
Yeah.
Hopefully with this season. I've read, I think where I am in the manga, because I haven't read it in quite a while, it was kind of in the middle of that.
I finished that in the manga.
Okay, so I don't know how it ends. So I
only
think I
watched
might,
season 2.
if I go back to the manga, I think I'm gonna watch the show first and then read the manga,
Makes sense.
just so
Mhm.
the show actually stays a little bit of a surprise. But I've already seen, I think, these first 2 fights.
Yeah.
But the first fight, I think, was actually resolved in the last season.
Yeah.
So I can't remember exactly how much I've seen from the manga and how much I haven't. But
I'm just waiting for the anime to catch up to me in the manga, so I can just watch the anime and enjoy it from start to finish.
there you go. But yeah, it's Shokugeki. If you like it,
Is it still the same quality?
I would say so.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I would say the quality of these seasons wasn't quite as good as the quality of the first season. I think the second season kind of went down from the first, and the third may have gone down a little bit from the second.
Mm-hmm.
But it's at least on par with that one.
JC staff's all over the place.
It happens. And then SAO, Alicization,
Hey.
War of Underworld. Got my first episode.
Nice. An actual
your
first
recap.
episode.
Having fun. So yeah, got the recap first, got the first episode. We're seeing things. Ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen because some people be in situations. You guys aren't watching it. Are you gonna
No.
watch it ever?
I'm gonna watch it. I was
waiting for all the Alicization stuff to end.
Well, I was waiting. I was assuming that they would have had a dub by the time season 2 came out or part 2 came out. No dub.
I'm never gonna watch it.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Dude,
So-
you were missing out. Alicization is actually really good. It actually is. Like it's,
I heard Alicization was good.
it's a really good story, and it's not like each season has 3 different things going on, or 4
Right.
different things going on. It's one story beginning to end. Yeah, I would say wait until this arc, this season ends though,
Mhm.
and then just go through the whole thing because Alicization should be wrapped up with this season.
'Cause I haven't really enjoyed anything SAO since Mother Rosario. Mother Rosario was really
Yeah,
It
good.
was really
I like
good.
Mother's Rosario.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ordinal Scale, the movie?
No.
It's okay.
Alternative's good.
Alternative, he's good.
That's with
What's
P-Chan,
Alternative?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't-
It's pretty fun. But yeah, SAO, it just picked up right where, well, not right where the last one left off, the last season, but after the events of last season. And
Right,
it shows
right,
exactly
right.
what went on between it. So it's good. I can't wait to see where the story goes because I don't read any SAO. I only watch the show, so I have no idea what's going on. What's going to happen or what's going to come of it. Obviously,
The best.
Kirito is going to be amazing.
Kirito,
Kirito.
Kirito,
Kirito.
Dorito.
Kirito. Kirito. Anyway, really good. That's everything that I am currently watching.
Just wanted to throw this out there real quick. JC Staff did 4 shows last season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
JC Staff doesn't. They're a big studio.
Just wanted to mention that. And Don Machi season 2 still has a good opening.
I heard Don Machi season 2 was not.
Yeah, but the opening
the whole
is this cool.
the whole
3D
season overall was not.
I'm not
as-
talking about the show. I'm talking about the opening.
I know, but I'm
The
talking
opening
about
was good. The whole
Yeah.
show, like the story and everything, good, cool. Not season 1 cool, but still watch it. I like Don Machi.
I think JC Staff is big enough to just have big teams dedicated to
Mhm.
shows at this
definitely.
because they've been around for a long time.
So, what other things are you guys watching?
The last
that we
thing,
have on
the last
on
thing I'm
over here?
watching that hasn't overlapped with anybody else or said already is Azure Lane.
Okay.
Episode 3 came out today or yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, so it's introduce more ships. They're bringing Yorktown.
Nice.
Belfast brings in whatever she's doing. They explain the Royal Navy a little bit more with Queen Elizabeth, Warspite, Edinburgh class ships,
Mhm.
all that. Yorktown explained it. So the show looks great, right?
Yeah.
It looks really good. Sometimes there's some flat animation you can see. But the thing that bothers me the most is something happens to some of their faces where it goes like Promise Neverland on them.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
like
no.
they like squish their face a little sometimes. So like they'll have bigger foreheads and bigger looking chins.
That's
They probably used
Why?
preset assets for the face,
yeah.
and then they just plastered them on to save time.
Yeah, I mean they probably had a lot of templates and pre-save stuff
Yeah.
from the game. But sometimes like when Yorktown was talking, she turns over and looks at Enterprise, but like her face just looks squished. And it's happened a few times.
Oh man, that's weird.
And then sometimes they don't like put pupils or anything on them. They look deadpan. Like the first episode you watched with Illustrious, they did that again with a couple of the other ships, and it's really unsettling.
Oh, good. It's a style choice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I mean it's just Azure Lane. So it seems like they're going to focus on some characters, but then they keep adding more characters and dropping names. So it's still hard to follow like
right.
who's going to be main characters. Because from everything.
Enterprise is the main character.
I mean,
Like,
obviously,
no one else
she's the
matters.
main character.
Everyone else is a side character.
And Belfast is going to be a main character. The Foxes are going to be main characters. But there's so many other characters that
The
like aren't
starters are
important.
main characters.
Yeah, so like there's Laffy, there's Javelin, Z-23, then the Iron Blood, there's Prince Eugen. Then there's just a bunch of other random ships. Like Hammond keeps getting name dropped. Signet got name dropped. The Edinburgh class names got name dropped.
Oh man.
Like there's Hood finally showed up. Warspite was there. Queen Elizabeth. There's just like they keep adding more. The Chinese sisters were added. Ping Hai, Ning Hai.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like you don't know who's going to be a main character, but like they have kind of a cast of main character. Like Cleveland's a main character.
There's just too many characters.
Yeah,
This is the
Vestal
problem.
finally got introduced, and is she going to be a main character?
Stupid power.
That
Is-
is a lot of
Is
characters.
Hornet's fleet going to be main character, where she's just kind of there because she's Enterprise's sister? It's just like
That's a lot.
there's a lot of characters.
That's
Yeah, it's like, is
lot.
Cleveland gonna still be around?
Yeah, so it's like it's hard to
to.
determine who's going to be the core cast and who's just going to kind of fill around it,
Yeah.
or are they just going to keep like cycling people in and out? That's the thing that's rough.
It's only
about the
12
show.
episodes. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what we're already a quarter done.
Yeah, so it's rough on that if you don't know the ships.
I also watched the Dice Club anime.
Dice Club.
Yeah, they go to it's like a slice of life where they like just a bunch of friends learn how to play.
Oh, yeah, I
like,
saw that.
tabletop games and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Kakaguri?
No, like I mean, they
We're not
literally go.
playing.
Yeah, they go into a store and there's literally like Japanese code names sitting on the like desk. And
Oh,
so
that's
it's great. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's. I'm like looking at them. I was like, that's Blockus. That's code names. That's there was another one I can't remember, but you can like identify some of the board games in the background. It's fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. I like it. I'll watch it.
Just kids playing board games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Have
more
you
that.
have you seen anything about Chihayafuru season 3?
Madhouse season 3. I can't find it yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's out yet.
I haven't seen really anybody talk about it either. So
Madhouse is doing that and No Guns Life this season.
I heard No Guns Life was interesting. I heard it was
Okay.
like good. Good.
Yeah,
People didn't
yeah.
expect it to be good, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was
Okay.
thinking about picking it up and
I
checking it out.
saw the listing, but
Mhm.
the
And
picture didn't interest me and the title didn't interest me, so I haven't
Yeah.
clicked on it.
What? It has no and life in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
say no game, no life. It says no guns, life.
And then
No, if it said no gun, no life, I'd be like, maybe it's related. Let me click on it.
that assassin show.
Which one?
The one of the dude's an assassin. He's tasked to kill his girl. I don't know. I just saw a brief synopsis about it, and there was like a Reddit thread about it.
Okay.
That does not
But-
sound familiar.
Yeah.
But they said it was actually pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Because it's like the character he needs to go kill or whatever isn't like a weak-willed, just generic girl.
Right. Oh, is it Assassin's Pride?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I heard the first episode for that was actually pretty good.
Nice.
So I was thinking of maybe checking it out, see if it's worth my time.
Yeah.
Psychopaths isn't out yet.
I hate the fact that there's a Psychopath 3. I hate the idea of Psychopaths having a 3 after it.
Wow, there was a lot of spite in that.
They
Should have stopped with 1.
they should stop. Maybe let the movie through.
Maybe
What?
let the movie. Was the movie in between 1
Yeah,
and 2?
it was
Okay.
1, then movie, then 2, then 3.
Yeah. 2 was stupid.
It was ass.
It was stupid.
It was
Eric!
It was literal ass.
Ah! Look at all this
Editing.
mayonnaise.
He's gonna have to do all this editing now.
Oh no, cock dick.
Ah! Anyway, George.
Okay, so the thing you want me to talk about,
Put it
Yeah.
on
the
us.
thing I told you both, I finally sat down and I just booked it through Attack on Titan. So I've watched season 3 and
Nice.
season 3 part 2.
Nice.
I am all caught up. I know what's in the basement.
Yep.
I know what's going on,
Yep. You know the other empire.
and I like it.
It's so satisfying.
I am excited.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the overthrowing the government arc?
So I actually thought both. I didn't have a problem with either. I thought both were really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the second arc was a little bit better than the first one. Just because it had a lot more action, the pace was a lot faster.
Just checking. When you finished part 1, did you watch the credits for the last episode?
Yeah, there's like a Marvel scene afterwards.
Yeah.
The
The credits start rolling and like halfway through it like stops and gets all fidgety and stuff like that. It speeds up, and then it does
It's,
like weird imagery.
Yeah, I forget.
Mikasa wants to like beat up Levi. It's like, how could you let this happen? It was literally the scene where Armin dies.
Yes.
That was hinted at the end of the
Yeah.
first part.
I did watch that. That's the thing I noticed about.
Can you shake that mouse real quick?
Yeah, I can shake your mouse. Keep the screen on.
Thanks, Brian.
There we go. Whenever I skip a thing, you can look at the bar and be like, huh. I know how much distance it should take to finish the episode, and this is longer than that, so I need to go short because there's something here at the end, and that's what happened there. So I did watch it. It didn't really matter too much considering
Because
I watched it back to back.
Finished it.
But to have to wait a year.
Oh my gosh, you're right. That would have taken.
Yeah.
Did you watch that airing?
Yeah, we watched it, Aaron.
I watched as soon as it was done. I binged the entire season. Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's a rough wait right there.
Yeah.
And now we just gotta wait until season 4 comes out.
Yeah.
So are they doing one more season or 2 more seasons?
They
I know
might split it up into 2. They might just do the full run of it.
Because the manga's coming to an end. It's like in its final arc.
Yeah. And this is the final season from what they said.
Yeah.
I really like what they're going for. I think it was one of those things where they had the whole thing where it's, okay, we get to the basement, we find out what happens there. And it's like, writing that, I don't know if he had that whole thing planned out from the very beginning, but like everything up until that point where he was like, this is what's in the basement, he could have gone any direction he wanted to.
Yeah.
I think the direction they went fit extremely well with the rest of the story and kept everything in order and nothing stuck out.
At least for when the anime started, he knew which direction he was going, because if you remember in the season 1, there's all these little things where it's like, you think this character dies. I think what's his face? Didn't Beltos or whatever, the Colossal Titan, didn't he die in like the first?
Bertolt?
Yeah. Didn't he die in the first season?
No.
I thought it looked like he
a lot of the characters die.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to keep them all, and some of them look very similar.
Yeah, he looked like that other guy, but when they showed it from his perspective also and stuff like that, and how he was looking at Rhina and Belto, like just like not saving him and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like it just like it adds a lot more to it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought Rhino was like the man, and then like now when you see like who he actually is, it's like, oh, okay.
The Armor Titan.
Yeah. Reiner.
Yep. It's just
it's a really good show.
Yeah.
So like at first
it's so unfortunate that season 1 got all that hype and blew up, and it was good.
Right.
But then season 2 was better, and seasons
and
3 and 3
not
part
as many
2
people talk about
even
it.
better. No one cared.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, it just kept getting better, but less people cared because the hype was gone because they waited so long to put it out.
Because season 1 was good.
Yeah.
There's some issues with it. Like it was a very infant in the story, so there's a lot of holes missing.
So many questions and not enough answers.
And then things start getting answered more. So the more things that get answered, the better it gets. Obviously.
Yep.
It's just he also
his face? The teacher breaking his belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like
I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming, and I was like, this was him trying to. Okay.
And I think the author did a pretty good job of making some of these things vague enough that it gives them time to think it out and give good answers.
Yeah.
Because like you said with the basement, he left that as a clean slate to be like, okay, I need to give myself time to think to make this work.
But at the same time, it's like the mystery behind it and stuff like that, where they show the scene where he's poking him with a needle. Aaron's dad is poking him with a needle in like the first episode and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything.
You don't know what it is and stuff like that. It's like, well, his dad could be still alive if he chooses to change like that, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff but no,
and
he
then,
ate his poppy.
And it's just like how he explained his dad got there and how he cornered the royal family and the crystal mines and just doing all this. It's just you're like, he put a lot of the author put a lot of effort into making things make sense.
I just like how they tied up like the one impact that the one interior military guy had.
Yeah.
The guy who they tortured to get their answers out. And he was like, I've done this to so many people. I've killed them. And it was like he named like 3 people. And it like showed the clips of him torturing 3 people. And then like right after in the following episodes, you're like, those 3 people were integral to this story. It's like it kind of all circles together in a way.
Yeah.
Because it showed him being a part of killing Historia's mom.
Yeah.
The teacher that was Erwin's father.
Yeah.
The only one the only one that was, I guess, thrown in and wasn't a part of that, at least I didn't see them being a part of that, was the couple who were trying to fly. They were trying to go up in a hot air balloon.
Oh yeah.
They didn't play a part as far as I can tell. But they could come.
And
it could be a thing later. Maybe I don't know.
The outside world just makes a lot of sense.
It does.
When you think about it. When you see it, it's just like, oh, so because like they're trapped in the walls, they don't have all this and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wipes their minds. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Wipes their minds.
So
okay, sure. Yeah,
the memory wipe thing's a little BS.
Yeah.
The fact that you can just do that. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
But
that,
the Titan powers aren't.
I mean, it's a little BS in the sense that
Time powers is the point of the show.
he has this convenient power to wipe the minds.
Yeah, it's a
of
little
people of
ex
his
machina
generation.
kind of stuff.
To wipe everyone's
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Little OP.
It's a little BS, but I'm like, okay, I can get past that. Everything else is really well written enough. That, like they're literally Alcatraz.
By the way, I'm forgetting, where's Annie at right now? Because
She's in her
captured.
crystal form.
She's in the crystal form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's captured?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have her captured.
Yeah, she's
That's what I
captured in the
thought. They
basement.
they mentioned her multiple times, but they didn't actually like do anything to remind you that that's where she was.
Yeah,
So I was like, she didn't die. She's still
No.
alive. I just can't remember where or
remember
how.
they fought in the city and then she was losing, so she was going to be captured. So she hardened up in her crystal form.
Yeah.
And then they took her into the basement.
Yep.
Levi fighting the Beast Titan.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
when he
lost that fight. I don't know why, but it's more. I feel like it would have been like, oh, like I would have felt like, oh, that's good guys winning and getting a point and stuff like that. But it's like, no, he did all that work. They did all that work and stuff like that, and no one wins in the end.
So I agree. The entire charge.
Yeah,
that was insane.
That was tough. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But when they just kept going, even like the one guy by himself.
So
it was so.
I loved it a ton because the Japanese voice for the Commander Smith,
Erwin.
Yeah, the blonde hair, the Commander.
Yeah, Erwin.
It's Jotaro's voice. So that's what made it really cool.
I think it's Channing Tatum in the dub.
Oh.
Yeah,
J. Michael Tatum.
Yeah, J. Michael.
Man, that was very well done. I agree. I think the outcome was perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt like, why was there any reason that Levi didn't immediately kill him? Other than, I guess someone could eat him to take his power.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
But like,
because you remembered how he saw Erwin get taken down.
But like, Levi wasn't the kind of character that was like, oh, look, that Titan just appeared out of nowhere and saved him. Like, pretty large thing, Titan.
To be fair,
didn't see him coming at all and just saved.
To be fair, he didn't kill that guy. That guy got away by like the skin of his hair.
Yeah.
It's
no,
like,
he
barely made it away.
So I mean, there's a lot of things. So there's all the other Titans around, right?
And the stuff they.
the other Titans he worked his way through.
Yeah, so I'm saying like he can't just like charge through, right? Basically, he was using the entire army as a distraction for him to get around to fight.
Yeah, it was a
Beast
last-ditch effort to try to win that fight, and
I just like
it ended up, technically speaking, not mattering for basically the entire army dying.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. Like during the fight, the Beast Titan has a flashback where he's having a meeting with Reiner and Bertholdt, and he's like, "So there's one soldier in the army.
Yeah,
you need to worry about."
Yeah,
and then he's fighting Levi. He's like, "Oh, this is the soldier I
This
need to
is
worry
him."
about."
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah,
and when they kick the cans and stuff like that, it shows like what they were literally just sitting up there.
Yeah,
when they saw him.
And as soon as they got to the basement and they did all that, the backstory with the Aaron's father, and they talked about his life in on the mainland and stuff, and all that happened, and then getting betrayed by his own son, and then you realize that that's Zeke.
Yeah.
And you're like, Aaron and this kid are related, and now there's a fight there, and what's going on?
So
I'm so excited to see things get wrapped up and what happens.
Crap will go down because they start releasing the other Titans, like the Thunderhead Titan, the Cart Titan, all the other Titans get in. It gets hectic.
Wait, so these are ones we haven't even seen yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
this is gonna be a lot of fun.
And they go more into the Ackerman history line of why they're royal guards and stuff like that. Or why they were assassin guards and stuff like that.
There's just so many layers to it.
There are.
It's so
and
cool.
they're all fitting together very well, which isn't something that's easy to do with such a big story.
Yeah.
So
they've had the time.
I think
the author, very well executed.
I think the author did a good job of piecing everything together, and then the animation studio doing a good job of actually bringing it to life.
Wit does a really good job.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
I can't wait for season 4 or season 4 part 1, whatever
the finale
phase that takes.
Yeah.
But
that's it.
I think we gotta call it there, guys.
Yeah.
That's about our time.
The latest episode of BakaTaka. Yeah, and that was all. What?
No, you do your thing.
Oh, well,
send us out.
I don't feel like yelling right now because it's late.
It is.
But yeah, sitting on the left as always.
It's George.
In the middle.
It's me, Eric.
And me on the right, it's just Chase. And thanks for listening / watching. Don't forget to comment down below.
Like and subscribe.
And ring that bell.
You know it. And don't forget that BakaTaka is always comfort supported by Boomsling. And don't forget to flex on those haters, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
We're not sponsored. Peace. I get the soft chair because I've done the most origin.
Don't let that chair behind you fall over.
Yeah, seriously. We can't afford loud noises.
It's gonna be loud. You're gonna wake everyone up, guys.
Jack is probably going to make more noise.
Yeah, you're sliding. Give him the chair. Give him the chair. You've been taken down, MMA style.
Whoa.
How you like that, Noogie?
You didn't think I'd get it.
I didn't think you'd actually find the center of balance on it.